All right, so we're going to look at this problem using the division strategies from the video we just watched. So this one says a coat factory has 73 coats. If they wanted to put them into 8 boxes with the same number of coats in each box, how many extra coats would they have left over? So the first strategy that you need to be familiar with is that repeated subtraction strategy. So this says 73 coats divided into 8 boxes. So 73 divided by 8. The way you could solve that is you would start with 73, and we're going to think logically through this problem. If I take out 1 coat for every box, that's a total of 8 coats. So I'm going to subtract 8 coats and write 1 over here to the side because that's 1 coat for all 8 boxes, which means I'm really taking away 8 coats. So now do some subtraction. 73 minus 8 is 65. You have to borrow or regroup. So do it again. You have 65 coats. You need to take out 8 total or 1 per box and do some subtraction. You need to regroup. Well, you should get 57, right?
Yes.
Okay. 57 coats left. Take out 1 per box, or 8 total. 57. Take away 8 is 49. You had to regroup. Keep going. You have 49 coats remaining. Now you want to use 8 coats total. That's 1 for each box. Do some subtraction. You get 41. Keep subtracting. 8 coats or 1 coat for each box. You have 33. One, take away 8, so you have to borrow 3 and 11. 11 minus 8 is 3. Subtract 8 more coats. That's again 1 for each box, which is 25. You have to do some regrouping. That's how you're able to get to 25. Subtract 8 more. It's 1 for each box. Have to do some regrouping. Subtract 8 more. 1 for each box. Have to do some regrouping. Subtract 8 more. That's 1 for each box. And then 1 coat left over. So to answer the question that the piece of paper you have, it asks how many extra coats would they have left over. The answer to that is actually 1. Okay? But let's think about how many coats went inside the box.
73.
No.
8, 9.
Okay. Let's look at this. We had 73 coats altogether. We took and put 1 in each box, so this represents 1 coat in each box, but there were 8 boxes. So there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 coats in each box. Does that make sense?
Yes.
9 coats times 8 boxes is how many coats?
73.
72. Plus we had that 1 leftover coat, which means we had 73. Okay, so I like the way that works, but there's an easier way to do this. Okay, so instead of saying 73 divided by 8 and repeatedly subtracting that 8 from 63 or from 73, what I can think about is I can think about groups of 8. So if I have 73 coats, I know I'm probably going to put more than 1 coat inside each box. So there's no sense in me just doling out 1 coat at a time. What I can do is I can pass out like 2 or 3 coats at a time. Here's what I mean. If we start with 73 coats, and let's say, for example, I put 3 coats in each box. How many coats is that total? 3 coats in each box. 3 coats times 8 boxes, 24. So that's like taking away 24 coats at one time. Let's go ahead and do that math. So 73 minus 24, again, I have to regroup. 13 minus 4 is 9. 6 minus 2 is 4. So 49 coats. Great. Can I put 3 more inside each box?
Yes.
Sure. If I put 3 more coats inside each box, that's a total of 24 coats. So let's do some subtraction. 9 minus 4 is 5. 4 minus 2 is 2. Can I put 3 more coats inside each box? Yeah, 3 coats in each box is 24 coats total. Do some subtraction, and you have 1 coat left over. So this, exactly, much more efficient. Gets us to the right answer, the same answer.
You just have to times 3.
We get to the same answer, just a little more efficiently. Still 3, 6, 9 coats. So 9 coats times 8 boxes is still 72 coats with this 1 coat left over, which makes 73 coats to begin with. So hold on. Why am I telling you this? Why am I telling you to back up so that we can go forward? Because this right here is what I want you to do for that box method. Remember, we talked about that last week. We said we know there are going to be 8 boxes to divide these into. So we need to split up 73 so that 8 will go into it, right? We said that you could use a menu down the side to help you, so your 8 times tables. I'm going to use this above us to help me. Watch what I mean. If I know that 8 groups of 3 is 24 coats, I can start there. 8 times 3 is 24, right? Okay, go over here to the side. We started with 73, and that's what has to be in this total box. So I've used 24 of them, so let's go ahead and subtract that. And then I know my 8 times tables again. I know that I can put 3 more coats inside each of the 8 boxes, which makes 24 coats. So subtract that as well. I know that I can put 3 more coats inside each of the inside each of the 8 boxes. So that's 24 coats. Subtract that. And you have 1 coat left over. That is your remainder because it is smaller than your divisor. Use your calculator or check yourself and make sure that this adds up to 73.